What did we just watch?
Something about tall people.
Welcome to Durbania. I'm Rapthorn.
I'm Durbin.
And today on Spoiler Talk, we're going to talk about Gods of Egypt.
You have the power to make this right.
So how do we stop him? Try to keep up.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Why don't you go first? I did my spoiler-free review.
Okay.
Everybody knows for me it's about the chemistry. But anyway, go ahead. You go first.
Not the chemistry with the vials and the chemicals.
Though I think I would have enjoyed a movie about that far more.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, so there's some things about this movie that I enjoyed. I mean, some of the cinematics were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed the transforming into the fully armored gods with wings.
I thought that was a cool idea.
Sure.
I thought it was so cartoony looking in the movie that there were parts where I was about halfway through I got used to it, but at the beginning, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was a little cartoony, but at the same time, I felt like that's what I wanted from the movie. Was just this unimaginable creature type, gods just beating the crap out of each other. And I did get a little bit of that, which was nice, but
once in the beginning and once at the end.
Yeah, I was hoping the snake scene was going to be a little better than it actually was, but
it's like we saw that whole snake scene. Okay, you know that scene in the trailer that we get to see.
Is that a storm?
Sets hunters riding their pets.
You saw basically the whole scene. So when you go see it on the big screen, you're just kind of seeing a slightly extended version of what you already saw.
Yeah, exactly.
And the parts that you missed were all the terrible one-liners between everything that should have been awesome that was happening.
We should run!
Run?
We mortals do it all the time!
But even, so the crazy ladies that were, like, the snake riders.
Yeah.
What was the point in them?
There was no backstory to them.
No backstory.
There was no, really lead up that they could even do anything.
I think there was only one, if I'm remembering correctly, only one scene where you kind of meet them before the snakes.
Yeah.
And that's where you're like, okay, they're creepy, but
it
didn't go beyond that. It's like, there was
it.
Yeah.
No talking, no nothing, and then after he chops the Minotaur's head off, they're like, you should have let us handle this. And it's like, wait, who are you? What's your role here? And then we find out, they just ride big snakes.
That's it.
That's what they do.
That's all they do. And one scene with the snakes. You know what else drove me nuts?
What's that?
So, I don't remember his real name, but Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Oh, sure.
You have...
Horus.
Yes, Jeffrey Rush as Ra. And then you had Gerard Butler. So, right there, you had the makings of something fantastic with just those three.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I don't know what was going on with Jaime Lannister. Of the three, I liked him the least in this movie, but there was something else going on that was just beyond the acting because all three of them fell completely flat. So Ra is supposed to be the dad of what? The Horus, the brother who dies, to say, hey, Horus. Wait.
Horus,
What?
Horus is the son of...
That's right.
Was it Osiris?
Osiris.
Yeah.
So Osiris and Gerard Butler are sons of Ra, and Osiris dies and then wants to give it over to Horus to be king, and then Gerard Butler comes and rips out Horus's eyes because, he has, perfect sight, and he's a great hunter, and blah, 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 and now he's like, I made you powerless. I mean, it seems like it was the making of something great, And it
Yeah.
wasn't, because Jeffrey Rush was barely there. They didn't
Yeah.
build anything between that father-son relationship. When Gerard Butler is having his daddy issues, he's like, Father, look, I took over the kingdom. I pulled out his eyes. I'm the king.
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah, look at the big tower I built. It's so tall. And it's like, what? We have done nothing to set up why you're trying to please your dad like this.
Nothing.
Ah!
It was, yeah. The plot was weird at best. Like, only towards the end do you find out that he just wants to be immortal. Yeah, there's some good things about the movie. Chemistry being a huge thing that didn't work. Like, I expected this to be a movie about the gods and them
Yes!
fighting each other. And
Yes!
and all it was about this guy and his girlfriend.
I mean, seriously, if you want to watch some epic mythology movie about gods fighting each other, go watch Immortals with Henry Cavill, or Wrath of the Titans, and
Yeah.
like that.
Not amazing movies,
No!
but way better than this one.
If I'm telling you those have better stories and better acting and better everything than Gods of Egypt, that is sending a clear message. I didn't even like the wrap-up of Gods of Egypt, because here's the other fascinating thing. So the afterlife in this world is all dependent on the mood of the god that happens to be the king of Egypt. So, you know, going to heaven or hell had only to do with how that god was feeling on that particular day that he happened to make the law while he was sitting on the throne. So Gerard Butler takes it over from the kind god, and he's like, no, you have to be rich to get to the afterlife. So, you know, somehow when you die, you have to take it with you, which how many times do we hear the message you can't take it with you?
Right.
And they don't explain that either, but somehow you have to take your riches with you and drag it down to the afterlife and present it to, I don't know, these weird people sitting on these walls that look like zombies so that you could
Yeah.
pass into the afterlife. So you had this whole subplot going, which could have been interesting, because you had the girl getting to the 9th gate of the afterlife, where Horus said, if she gets there, I can't bring her back. And the young boy, whatever, is like, oh, you must bring her back. So you had this whole love story, and you had this tension. It's like, oh, this would be so good. It was written so terribly.
What I understand about, you know, Egyptian mythology with Anubis, he weighed your heart. Like, and nobody had control over him and how he judged you. It was he weighed your heart, and if it weighed less than a feather, meaning you had no burdens, you had no bad things in your life that you were taking with you, if you were a good person and you did good things, the feather would outweigh the heart, and then you could go, like, into the afterlife. And if you didn't, if the heart weighed more than the feather, he ate your heart and you just died. You're
Whoa.
just gone.
He ate the heart?
Ate the heart.
So what you're really telling me here is this movie is so bad that in a film about Egyptian mythology, they didn't even know Egyptian mythology.
Correct.
You saw my review, 2 stars.
So I'm going to give this 2 stars as well, only because of the cinematics. Like, I really like kind of the way they did things. I like the snakes. Those were really nice. If you guys have seen it, tell us what you think in the comment section below.
Yep.
Don't forget to subscribe.
There.
Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Rapthorn.
I'm Durbin.
Thanks for checking out Durbania.
Don't check out this movie.
No.
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 No.